electric.
So before I tell you about my new Mini Electric, I thought I'd share with you the Mini Configurator and what I actually configured when I bought the car. So Mini starts on a level 1 at £27,000, level 2 £29,000, £34,500 with the reduced UK grant for the level 3. I chose it in midnight black, and initially I selected the roulette 17-inch wheels that you can see here. Later in the configuration I changed those to the rail spoke. Then it's a case of choosing the wing mirror caps in body colour black or in yellow. And I go for black, but I'm going to change them. I add on an extra afterwards with some Union Jack Night Jack mirror caps. Then it takes you through a finalise the configuration stage where you basically choose the same things again and make sure you've got them right. I changed the wheels here. I also select the satellite grey Chester leather interior. I like that rather than the black interior. And the last option that I'm looking for, because most of these things are included, is the heated steering wheel. I add that in for another £250. And then finish the configuration. Just scroll through and there's my car. That's what I ordered. Plus I added some customization. I took off the badge at the back. I changed the center caps on the alloy wheels to be non-yellow, and I took off the normal black mirror caps and put Union Jack ones on, some Night Jack ones. And that's my car. That's what I ordered. And here she is on the first day of ownership. As you can see, pretty much it's just black everywhere, but then some shiny bits. So I haven't blacked out the wheels, I haven't blacked out the chrome bits. I've kept those in. I like the two-tone, I like the chrome, I like the wheels to pop a little bit. But I have debadged it, as I said. I don't really want it to look like an electric car. I want it to look just like a Mini Cooper S. And for those that know their electric cars, you'll know this is an electric from the S badge on the back and the S badge on the front for the Cooper S. It's in yellow, and that denotes that it's the electric version. The grille, yeah, I'm much happier with the grille on this new model than the original one that I had last time. It actually fits in, it looks like the rest of the Cooper S's. I really like it. This car looks right to me. And a first look at the interior. I hope you like it. It just lightens up, having the lighter seats rather than just all black. I think it really lightens the car up, especially with the sunroof, and makes it more enjoyable. So I really prefer this combination of the dark exterior and light interior compared to what I had last time in the level 2, which was all black. These seats are extremely comfortable, and the level 2 that I had last time, you can actually feel the texture of the cloth on your legs when you wore shorts and stuff. These are much nicer, and with air conditioning it's not going to get too hot in there. I'll quickly show you the back seats, but not many people are going to be sat in the back here. It's going to be used pretty much for cracker and a little bit of shopping, so we don't need a lot of space. That's why the Mini suits us. The car's literally just a few days old. We've only driven it 103 or 104 miles, and yet it's dirty already. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is clean the car. One, because I want to protect it. I want to add some wax. I want to add some ceramic finishing to make it easier to clean in the future. And obviously I can't do that until I give it a wash to start with, get rid of all the dirt so that I'm not rubbing grit into the bodywork. My normal cleaning routine is to pressure wash the car to start with to get most of the dirt off. Then I'll use a snow foam lance on the same pressure washer, and I'm using Auto Glim's, I can't remember what it's called, Polar Blast or something like that, some sort of snow foam. And I think I've actually used too much today. It's gone on pretty thick. But the idea of it is it basically agitates the dirt, lifts it, and as it rinses and runs down the car, it's taking the dirt off without having to rub the car. So less touching, less scratches, less swirl marks, all those sort of things. So I find snow foams are really, really practical for us getting close as I can to a contactless wash. Not really necessary on a car so new, but my routine includes using a very soft brush for all the hard to reach places, so the panel gaps around the mirrors, the handles, and especially the badges. So giving them a brush gets rid of all the dirt, ready for the wax or the finishing product. Normally I might rinse the car off just using ordinary water from the tap and the pressure washer again, but we're in a hard water area, so it does leave white circles and marks, and it's not very nice. So on a brand new car with the chrome and the black, I'm going to use rainwater. So I use a big bucket and a separate power tool. I wouldn't call this a pressure washer. The pressure's not that great. It's just a good way of getting the water out of the bucket onto the car without doing about 20 buckets and emptying the entire rainwater butt. Now, I don't know about you, but when I clean my car, I also find out lots about the car. So my first clean of the car is going to tell whether there's any dents, scratches, imperfections in the paint. Plus you also discover other things. You get close up to the car and see it in more detail. So have a look here. When I looked at the front grille area, I can tell how it's really different to the 2019-2020 model. It's much more open, and you can see the radiators at the back in the little slit next to the yellow S badge, but also lower down, so it's much more open than it was on the previous model. The last stage before I can actually polish the car is obviously to get the water off. Now I am thinking of buying one of those blower devices to actually blow the water off, and those are especially useful for the gaps in the panels and around your lights and those sort of things, but I just use a large microfiber cloth at the moment, and it's doing the job, but I'd rather not be touching the paintwork if I can. Normally at this stage I'll just use a quick finishing product, a ceramic one like Bounce's DDSI, but I've decided today I'm going to put a couple of layers of wax on. So I've got a really good wax from Turtle Wax which is infused with graphene, so I'm going to put some wax on to start with to give a really good protection, and hopefully it'll make water bead off really well and help clean it more easily in the future. Then when that's dry and I've wiped it all off, then I'll add the Bounce's DDSI, the finishing product, and hopefully every time I wash it thereafter I can re-add Bouncers on really quick, or another finishing product. It's not the only one that's out there. I'm probably going to try some others. I've used Autoglim's Aqua Wax before, and I hear QDX do a really good finishing product, so there are lots of them to use, lots of them to try, but when you've added it, one, the beading is excellent, so the car looks really good when it's wet, and it also shines when it's dry, but it's then the dirt comes off easier, so when you wash it you can get away with just a snow foam, just a pressure wash, and you don't have to rub the paintwork, and by not rubbing the paintwork I'm not going to get scratches or swirl marks. So for me, going to this extra effort, putting these extra layers on, putting the finishing products on, it all pays dividends in the future because it makes the cleaning easier as I go forward. Hope you enjoyed these first images of my new Level 3 Mini Electric. More videos to come. Next one I think I'll go through the differences that I'm noticing between the Level 2 that I had last year and the Level 3 this time. There's more than I thought. It's not just the specification. There's a few changes here that I think have improved the car. As always, thank you so much for watching everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and click that like on the video. It all helps. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.